Hello everyone. So this is going to be a bit of a different video to my usual content. It's no secret that being a content creator can be a mental health minefield, so I really wanted to give some quick tips to help people protect their mental states as creators. Specifically, this video is aimed at my fellow VTubers, as a lot of people have been going on hiatus, graduating, or suffering in silence. However, these tips will be able to apply to any kind of content creator. Now I want to preface this by saying I'm not a mental health practitioner, but I do have a bit of experience. Now I hear you say, Wild, you've only been making content for 6 months. What kind of experience can you have and why should I listen to you? Well, although I've only been a VTuber for 6 months, I've been working in entertainment, specifically the music and video game industries, for almost 2 decades. So needless to say, I have a fair bit of experience with the stresses of being an entertainer and a creator, both at an amateur and a professional level. And I currently work in corporate content creation, which adds a whole other layer of stress on top of it, with deadlines and corporate targets. Now this video won't be talking about things like dealing with trolls, because that could be a whole video on itself and this will probably be long enough as it is. But this is all to help you with the day-to-day stresses of being a creator and helping yourself be set up for success with a proper setting of targets and schedules and plans. So let's get into it. The first tip is to reflect on your viewership. Imposter syndrome is rife within the entertainment industry, and all of us have experienced that feeling of I'm not good enough or why am I doing this? But it's important to know that our communities and viewers don't feel that way. It's important to reflect on the fact that for every viewer you have, that is someone who has chosen to spend their time with you. There isn't anyone with a gun to their head making them watch you. They're not there for pity or because they feel obligated. They're there because they want to watch you. Whenever you hit that go live button, you need to remember that for every person that joins, that is someone who could be doing 100 other things, such as playing a game themselves, learning a new skill, watching a movie, watching one of thousands of other creators. But they aren't. They're there having a good time watching your stream, and they wouldn't do that if they didn't think that you were worth watching. So remember that while there will always be room to improve, and there will always be creators that you feel are better than you, your audience has chosen to spend their time with you because they see something in you that sometimes you don't. Because we're always our own harshest critics. Especially for smaller creators, it's important to make sure that the content that you create is content that you enjoy making. Burnout is the #1 cause of creators stopping their journeys, and usually it's because they are too focused on a niche or following trends for a spike in discoverability. Whilst these can be instrumental in attracting new viewers, getting stuck in a loop of creating content you hate is a recipe for burnout and stress. Focus on things that you enjoy, and the enjoyment will shine through in your content. Happiness is infectious, and if you're having a good time, so will your viewers, which in turn will produce quality content that will keep you growing. Slow but sustainable growth is much healthier for your mental state than a surge of viewers asking you to make content based on a random trend that you followed, rather than what you actually set out to do and want to make. Now this one is pretty self-explanatory. Analytics are an important measure of your growth, but seeing that viewer count sit at 0 can ruin your mood for a whole stream. So turn it off while you're live and focus on enjoying what you're doing. Remember, even if your stream chat is dead, you are still public facing, and the content that you're creating can still be clipped and compiled for YouTube videos, TikToks and Twitter posts to help you reach more people for future streams. No content you create should ever go to waste, so hide those numbers and treat every stream as though someone is watching. You can always check your stream summary afterwards if you really want to check those numbers, but don't let them define you, especially when you're starting out. Remember, even one view on a piece of content you create could be one new person who will become a fan and return time after time, or simply someone whose day you've just made better. So don't let low numbers get you down, because they will go up as long as you keep making quality content. And if you find yourself really fixating on your stream numbers, consider having a few weeks focusing on recorded content. This will help you practice and learn how to create without having a chat to bounce off, and also helps you get a content basis to help grow your stream following. On top of this, it also helps you learn valuable skills like video editing, pacing and content structure. Content creation is best with friends, that's just a given. And I'm not talking necessarily about just collabs, I'm talking about joining or building a network of people with whom you can share your highs and lows. This can be a stream team, a Discord community, or even an IRL friend who just happens to have an interest in streaming. Having people that you can celebrate that new debut with or vent about that troll on your latest post about is absolutely transformational for your mental health and the creative experience as a whole. It also gives you people to run new ideas past, bounce concepts off, help with tech problems, help with stream moderation, and form the basis for regular collabs, which also helps reduce the stress of, well, the most stressful parts of streaming. And if you're a VTuber looking to find a community for this, I would like to shout out Underrealm, which is a community I've been building with other VTuber friends for this exact purpose. It's a server where you can find supportive friends to help improve your experience as a creator. I'm going to put the link in the video description for anybody who may be interested. So I'm sure you've heard people saying before that consistency is the key to growth as a creator. And I'm sure that you've all felt that crushing guilty feeling that comes with cancelling a pre-planned stream. However, this isn't as bad as you think it is for your channel. Although it can be disappointing for them, your community members aren't going to abandon you over a missed stream. In fact, you're likely going to find rallied support in your next one. One piece of advice I would give here, however, is that if you have to cancel a stream, cancel it rather than rescheduling it into your same scheduled period. Then, once you reach the end of that period, look at how you need to adjust your next week or month schedule. Trying to fit an extra stream into your week to make up for a missed slot is likely to add a pile of stress onto you that isn't necessary, especially as it's likely to result in a quieter stream due to it not being on your schedule. So keep to your plan outside of the missed stream. Your community will understand, I absolutely promise you. And finally, the most important thing. Success is what you make it. We all want to see that viewer number rise. We all want those big numbers and to be noticed by the creators that we look up to. But some days, just having the willpower to press go live is a victory. Set yourself up to succeed with smaller and more achievable goals. Instead of saying I want 1,000 followers by the end of the year, say I want to get 10 new followers this week. Or better yet, set yourself non-statistical targets that you have complete control of, such as start all this week's streams on time, or complete X game. There's an old proverb, don't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, and this applies directly to our view of ourselves when it comes to achievements. Only you can measure your success, nobody else, because your success as a creator is completely subjective, and you are not beholden to any preconceived goals set by your peers. What works for someone else isn't necessarily going to work for you, and that's okay. As long as you are making content that you enjoy, congratulations, you're a successful content creator. You've already made a step that many people don't. Getting started. So don't judge yourself by the standards set by your Oshi. Judge yourself by your own standards. Refine your content, improve piece by piece, and become the best creator that you can be. If you keep building quality content, you'll grow and reach your more long-term goals. But short-term goals come first and shouldn't be overlooked for that long-term objective. And that's it for this video. I hope this has helped, and if you have any tips of your own that you think would help your fellow creators, please make sure to leave them in the comments, as everyone has their own way of handling things and dealing with the ups and downs of streaming life. I hope this has helped you realise that you aren't alone in feeling burnout, stress or anxiety about your streaming. It's unfortunately part of being a streamer. So please be kind to yourself. Your community cares for you and values you every time you hit that live button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.